Hello, internet! My apologies, first of all. Have not been posting a lot because I've been busy with a lot of things and I'm just kind of burnt out. But hopefully we'll be back soon. But today, let's make that the first step, alright? This will be the first content in a while. And the first of many to come. Here we have a new character. I'm like now a React freaking content creator these days, but hey, hopefully we have the normal showcase as new characters comes out at least. But yeah, we see Rinak preview. This one is like my most anticipated unit of the whole, maybe slightly below Genesis Ross, but this is like update. This is one of the favorite units I have for the update. I want to see what she's all about, okay? I've heard, now I'm a bit late to this, I've heard she one-shot stuff. But let's just see. Animation. Adorable. I think we already seen this before. I might be wrong though, but in any case, Earth Thief, okay? Now we know one Earth Thief, that one-shot stuff, and he's been like insane. I'm talking about Sid, of course, right? That guy's crazy. So if Rinak is gonna be like Sid Premium, woo, fire.
Rinak, a part-timer at a private investigator's office in the
Alright.
back alley.
I have not touched the story too much, so I don't know what they're about.
She lost her parents after becoming
But this character is in Wind Rider, right? So I'm hoping put Wind Rider on Rinak, the original Wind Rider character. We're just gonna one-shot everything. I'm hoping, right? From the looks of things, let's just check out the stat. I mean, you know what? We can skip forward. Cool art and all that we know. Here we go. Earth Thief, Tauros. High attack, high speed. That's like the highest speed, base speed ever. I think the highest base speed is 129. It's leveled with Kayron, leveled with Assassin Sid, I think. Pretty sure that's the case. So this is one of the fastest characters out there. I already hate this because I don't have fast DPS gear. I have fast like effectiveness gear, but not quite DPS. So I'm not sure what this is gonna be like. But we'll see, right? I assume you need her fast, you need her high crit, and it's like an Elagos maybe? Like, you gotta do a lot of damage? Here we go. Skills. Alright. Here we go! Swiftly attacks the enemies. Dispelling all buffs. This is skill 2, not 3, but 2. So this is an active skill for skill 2. Very rare you see active skills these days. It's usually all passive. Dispels all buffs before decreasing 0 by 30. So this is similar to Elagos again, right? You decrease CR, it goes up to a max of 40, so it's exactly like Elagos. Dispel all buffs. Elagos dispels 2 though, I think. I could be wrong about that, but what else do you have? Inflicts Pilfer. What's Pilfer? Pilfer, a unique effect, decreases attack, health, and defense by 20. So it's like a half a death break and half an injury, like half a max HP decrease. It also decreases attack by a little bit, but it's not as like it's not as high of decrease attack as like just decreasing attack and put a debuff on, right? Grants spoils to the attacker. The unique effect that gives you a unique effect. Alright, I see where we're going with this, E7. Applies to all heroes unaffected by ER, whether or not the attack hits. I think that's big. Unaffected by FRES, whether or not the attack hits. Now, notice this, it's a unique effect, so I don't even think you can use immunity on this. I think you can still plant this even with a immunity on your enemy, right? Because it's a unique effect, not a debuff, is what I'm thinking, but we gotta keep reading though. By the way, also remains after dying. I assume you mean if Rinak dies, Pilfer still stays, okay? But there's one more thing. Once you put Pilfer on the enemy, it grants spoils to the attacker. I assume spoils means everyone, not just Rinak. Anything that touches Pilfer will get spoils. What spoils? Increases attack, health, defense by 20. Stack up to 4 times. Upon death, dispels Pilfer from all enemies. Huh. This is confusing. This is quite confusing. It grants spoils to the attacker. Does that mean only Rinak or the whole team? And if it's the whole team, if one of my character dies, does that mean everyone with Pilfer just disappears now? The Pilfer effect disappears because the person with spoils died? I'm not exactly sure, but okay. Stacks up to 4 times though. If you have 80% more attack, you're one-shotting everything. Defense times 80? Paired that with crowd, dude, you're dunking 30k damage, I think. Health as well. Alright, interesting. Let me see the demo though. Soulburn is the 20 Soulburn, ignores FRES. Okay. Here we go. When Rinak dies, not your whole team. So I assume you can only get spoils via Rinak. Okay. And it seems that's Wind Rider. It's actually nice. 2 turns thief, 2 turns stealth. So it's not Wind Rider. So this is a 15k HP Rinak or their amount. This Rinak has HP. I assume it's because spoils give you HP, right? So how much
Spoils
damage is
granted
it?
to Rinak will all be dispelled.
Not a lot, so she might not be a freaking DPS then. That's weird. Unless if S3 has like... Oh, there we go. There we go. Fixed damage. Clumsy finish. Nimbly attacks the enemy, penetrates your target's defense but cannot crit. Fire. Thank God. I don't need to crit. I have no crit speed DPS stuff, right? So... Damage now increases proportional to caster's speed. Alright, so we want her fast, obviously. After attacking, triggers a security sensor by mistake. Interesting, interesting detail there. You have to trigger the security sensor by mistake. Interesting freaking detail there. These spells, all buffs from the caster inflicts stun for 1 turn. All buffs from the caster. So I de-spell buffs myself. And stun myself. And inflicts 7k fixed damage on all enemies. Wait, this is the weirdest shit ever. It penetrates all defense, can't crit. You frick yourself up because you stun yourself and get rid of your immunity and whatnot. And then you do 7k fixed damage on all enemies. First of all, holy shit. 7k fixed damage. I mean, I can think of like FCC. Dealing with this, right? What else are there? I'm not sure who else can deal with this that well, but certainly FCC. And then, of course, if you just use this, and then the cleaver that tries to cleave you can't outspeed you, you instantly just one-shot the whole cleave thing, because it's 7k fixed damage, right?
Nimbly
All enemies, by the way, Jesus.
penetrates the target's defense, but from the
Alright, here we go.
attacking. Triggers a security sensor by mistake.
So you're attacking like, this is a 14k Rinak. This is the first turn. So she doesn't even have spoils yet. Oh, she does, actually. There you go. You stun yourself, and then you put 7k fixed damage on everybody. And you hit the person, whoever that gets hit, he hit Rowana, right? How much did you hit her for?
7,000 fixed damage on all enemies.
You hit Rowana for 8k. That's a lot. And then 14k pop. Why did the rest of the enemy only get 2k fixed damage? Am I insane?
And inflicts 7,000 fixed damage on all enemies.
Did I graduate math? Yo, wait. Why does 7k fixed damage on all enemies turn into 1.6k? Is it Warriors? I don't think Warriors get rid of freaking 70%. Is Krau really that crazy? Yeah, I gotta check this out, yo. There's no way Krau's that crazy. Am I insane? Hold on. Let's check hero. Is this obvious to you guys? It's not obvious to me. I don't get it. My bad on the freaking background music. I was watching Valorant, but he doesn't redirect damage, right? Does he? I'm very confused right now. How in the world did he just do that? I don't think he redirects any. He does though, no? Okay, I'm confused. Whatever. I'm just gonna keep watching though. 1.6k on the rest.
Skill 1.
Alright, what about skill 1? Attacks enemy with a dagger, penetrates defense. Again, just full pen. Can't crit as well. Damage that increases to the caster's speed. Okay, so you literally just need speed. I assume that was like a 310 maybe? 310 turns into 8k on Rowana. And then the extra
Final
pop.
point slash. Trigger a critical hit. Damage dealt increases proportionally.
5.7k there. Artifact. This one might be important.
Rinak's artifact.
There we go. Increases attack. She wants attack for sure. At the end of the turn, when caster has a debuff, increases CR by 30, grants stealth for 2 turns. This is so goofy, man. So you want this on her. I like how the icon of the Thief exclusive is just an icon of the warrior plus the Thief icon on top of it that does not cover it fully. Point number 1. Point number 2. You get stealth to protect yourself when you stun yourself, right? This is so funny, dude. What is this? Increases CR and then get yourself 2 turns so they can't target you while you're stunned. Fair enough, I guess.
Discreet pockets aware of her turn and grants stealth.
Run.
A young and nimble thief who idolizes charming villains. Players will be able to meet
May 1st. In 2 weeks. Limited too. So yeah, obviously limited. You need to pull it. I'm confused as shit right now. I don't know about you. I'm so confused.
Forgetting something?
So I don't know how fast this demo is. But it's faster than the enemy ML Para, which I assume is really fast at least. So, yeah.
Something?
I'm thinking this is 320 because dude, you know how I won't say easy, but you know how much common it is currently in these day and age that you can get like Rinak to be 320. I think it's so common, and you only need speed. Before you're limited because Assassin said you need crit, Para you need effectiveness, Ran you need crit if you want to outspeed and win, right? Now Rinak you don't even, you just need the speed.
Take you in my sleep. Consider this
You get
an honor.
steal on. You used S2. Why did you get another turn, by the way? Am I insane? Wait, did I miss that? Oh, it does give another turn. I haven't even finished reading this. I read Pilfer and there's just too many things I forgot to read the rest of it. Grants increased attack and an extra turn. Okay. So I assume you scale off attack decently as well. And the play is always S2, S3. Okay. So you've just done S2. Let's go back.
Trying
After
to
S2, when you get attack buff, you S3 now that D-spell yourself and do extra pop damage. Oh, now I know why they only took 2k damage. It's because of the shield. They have the barrier, right? Also, wasn't this Rowena earlier? Or am I insane? Dude, I miss sleep. I need more sleep. Was it Huayang earlier? I thought it was Rowena. It was Huayang earlier. Why am I saying Rowena? Dude, I need sleep, bro. So he one-shot at freaking Huayang. Let me go back. Hold on. All right, 8k on the Huayang. Pop to 14k. First of all, my Hua would have lived. Just saying. Second of all, insane. Right? Insane. So now I know it's an Aureus Krau. I think damage reduction, right? I mean damage redirection rather. Let me just check if you have Aureus.
forgetting.
You don't. All right. I don't know how to play this game anymore. Am I not reading? Whoo! There we go. 25% damage suffered by all allies. Yeah, I thought he had redirection. I'm not sure why I didn't believe myself. Okay, that's why Crowd took a lot of the damage, and then with the shield as well, protecting the rest of the units, it ended up still having 1.6k damage, which just goes to show you how stupid damage mitigation is. From like 7k fixed damage, you have 1.6k left. But yep, fair enough. We did one-shot a Hua, almost half health the Crowd. All of that, you just need speed. What can you do against that? Only FCC can, no? Because fixed damage, does anyone mitigate fixed damage outside FCC? And just in case I'm wrong, does FCC mitigate freaking fixed damage? I'm pretty sure she does. But in any case, close to Charles goes. It doesn't matter after this. They already
I
lost.
have no more business here.
We don't care for HP. We have the whole pilfer thing too. So we have more HP, right? The pilfer into spoils. Where did Pilfer go, by the way? Is it only on S2? Yeah, it's only on S2. And now I'm full stun, which is annoying.
He's already
And now it's just not even Rinak, right? Now Rinak finally got out of the stun. Did she? Let me just check. So here, yeah, there we go. You got out of the stun, you have to turn again. And S2 is up again. By the time your stun, like, subsides, you have S2 again. So you get S2, extra turn. This gets Pilfer on, right? There we go, steal. Why is it steal here? It's pilfer there. Okay, pilfer. And then you get spoils as well. 2 stacks of them on Rinak now. So Rinak is tankier and tankier now.
No, you're
S1 goes 5.7k on a miss. On a miss.
Hey, for getting in my way. What a waste.
You know what's gonna be broken? Speed buff on Rinak, no? Let me think of who gives you speed buff. Isn't this insane if you get speed buff? I think... What's her face? Literally ML Shu, right? Does ML Shu give you speed buff?
Don't be afraid.
I think so, dude. I need to play the game more. I forget what a lot of these characters do lately. I've just been like using one freaking draft. Do you get speed? I swear I thought you got speed. Yep, you do get speed. ML Shu plus Rinak, no? So what you do is you do Rinak, and then she's stunned, and then Shu takes the turn. Shu can be 270 speed as well. Rinak can be 220. And then Shu gives speed buff to Rinak. Rinak just runs with speed buff. And then by the time the enemy takes 1 turn, Rinak took 3. Right? And I can S2, S1 again. That sounds broken. Who else gives speed buff? ML Para? Does Para give speed? I mean, Para gives something like a pseudo speed buff, right? Or am I mistaken? It gives you rampage, but only on dark allies, huh? So no, you cannot go Para. What I'm trying to theory craft By the way, if you're still here for Shujupo, yeah, you should. It's fucking stupid good, I think. But I'm just figuring out what else can we use with Rinak. Any speed buffer for Rinak would be insane, no? Who else buffs speed? Nothing comes to mind right now. I'm sure it would be obvious if you think about it. And if I think about it on my free time. But right now, there's nothing that comes to mind. But any speed buffers, right? Any speed buffers would just be... Ooh, Sylvan Sage? Do you give speed? I don't know why I think every character gives everything these days. Oh yeah, by the way, the post-buff effect's already in. Dude, I need to make more content. By the way, let's just check freaking CC as well. Just in case. Here we go. Fixed damage is mitigated by 50. So now the meta is going to be Rinak with FCC on the enemy end. Holy shit, it's going to be not that good. We're good now, right? Alright, yeah, let's do it again. She's so quick. Damage-wise, I'm thinking... Okay, let's just check the damage with no bit. 8.1k with 7k fixed. That's going to stack on krau as well, right? And if you have speed buff, you do even more in the first hit. I assume it's going to be like at least 10k. 10k S3. Holy shit, she's broken, no? We have to agree, right? She's broken, right? Like, I'm not insane. You can't outrun me? Exactly. She steals 20% of attack defense HP. Oh, that's why the quad did not live. I was being cocky saying my Hua would live because mine's 20k HP. But then he lands this. You can land it on Hua. It's on the debuff. Oh my god. So my Hua at 20k HP. If I get Pilfer debuff on, I have 16k left. So mine would have lived anyway. But, yes, insane. A lot of Hua would not live that. Benimaru rubbing his hands like Birdman. Is Benimaru that good against her? I don't know. You gotta be. Good marketing. No way I'm not pulling. Exactly. 129 base speed. It's the fastest unit in the game. Self-ML Shroom trigger, we're cooked. That is genius! Wait, hold on. That is genius. You put ML Shroom, build her to 80 speed, whatever, and then you self-stun yourself so Shroom can pop off. Wait a minute. That is insane. There's fast, quick to die, lore accurate. I've not read the lore yet. Devs like to win, always right by Rinak. She's limited, this would be fun. In Epic 7, if the character is dead, it's limited. Is that true? I don't think it's true. You can self-inflict stun and proc Dragon King? Yes. But then it's like... I don't know if you... I want to say it's just a meme way to play, but I feel like that could be annoying. But yeah, at least I know there's one counter for sure FCC, right? It nullifies ML Hua, yes. ML Hua, I feel like, is kind of insane right now. But it's also like, yeah, 2 weeks before being undone. Yeah, that I don't like, right? We just had ML Hua. I mean, has it been 2 weeks though? I feel like ML Hua has been good for like the past month at least. And doesn't care about ER. Yeah, that's not a debuff. It's the whole deal right now. That's like a unique thing. I don't even think you can put it... Like, I don't even think if you have immunity, you can stop it, right? Immunity doesn't matter anymore. So it's not just ML Hua. A lot of things get fucked by this. DK stonks? Yeah, everyone's thinking about DKS, huh? What happens if you pair up with Tywin? Yeah, Tywin. Tywin, you can... Blue Tywin stops you from getting stunned if you're in the black line, right? So, does she not get stunned then? I think Tywin won't work because you need to get hit while stunned. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Only Sharoon will work. Yeah, Sharoon will definitely work. It's so stupid. Pure speed attack, exactly. You don't even need attack, you just need speed. Oh my god. Now, I know I'm just stalling at this point, but yeah. I'm just theorycrafting so much in my brain right now. I don't want to play against this. Yeah, so don't I. Lots of counters? Really? Lots? Like, who? Benimaru, I guess, but you can just click S3 then. Don't click S2, no? Who else deals with Rinak? I'm thinking. FCC certainly deals with Rinak, right? I don't know. I feel like there's only a couple of counters. Because you can't outspeed her. Isn't she going to be pretty good as ML Arunka? I think. Maybe. Because, you know, you decrease defense, decrease HP, of course, it's going to be decent, right? 7k on all enemies turn 1. Gay round rework. Garon does 15k AoE. Is she the first hero gets debuffed by her own skill? I think so. Does anyone else does that? AU Fiend? I forgot if AU Fiend does that. But yeah, Fallen CC goes stonks though. Doesn't work in Cleave. Why doesn't it work in Cleave though? Happening right before new collab? I don't know about that. I feel like Cleave, no Cleave, you can still use her. I feel like this is a double character. First of all, limited, you have to pull. Alright, I'm just gonna like conclude this now. Limited character, you have to pull. Pull one. Alright, it's limited. Power level wise, I'm thinking she's gonna be pretty strong. I think you can use her in Cleave for sure. If anything, use her with freaking DKS. Because you just get Cascade, right? Does DKS push yourself if you get stun? Let's check. DKS. Yeah, you get CR push. You literally have your CR push right there. And then you get your S3, right? And it decreases CR. So I can see like a clear potential here, no? You go Rinak. Rinak's going to do enough damage. Play it like a fixed damage comp, right? Rinak goes into DKS. Again, with Cascade goes. And then after you use S3... You know what? I'm hyper cooking right now. You know what you put on? You know what you put on her? You put this on her. Frickin', where is it? Proof of friendship. You want another pusher, right? So you S3, proof of friendship, push the front line, whoever it is, that just makes your cleave go crazy, right? Makes the cleave happen. It could be a BBK. I'm thinking you could do like a 280 DKS, stun yourself with 320 Rinak, DKS takes a turn, S3, push whoever else in front. Don't know who it's gonna be. Maybe an enabler, maybe a damage dealer, whoever it is. And then we'll go from there. Isn't that interesting? I feel like that's interesting. Alright, you know what? Enough. I think there's a lot of ways you can cook with this person. Subscribe now. We're gonna test her out when she's out. But yeah, for now we have Boss Arunga coming as well, I think first. So we'll test her out as well. And yeah, W character. Will she be broken? I'm not exactly sure yet, because I also think there's some ways that definitely deals with it. Okay, now that I think about it, I'm thinking freaking ML Luna. Right? Rinak goes, nukes ML Luna. ML Luna's immune to the extra proc because there's a effect nullifier, right? So Luna then S3s, Rinak gets clapped. And then, of course, FCC. So those are the two counters, I think. Let me know what you think about the character. And that'll be all. I think I'm definitely going to get her. And yeah, you should get one too at least. Limited. And that's all. Bye-bye.